I make manga and I let people put their OCs into the lore. And because all my series take place in different time periods, that means characters can exist in the past and the future. And as part of their Diamond sub, they get RP sessions in order to impact the world. So let's talk about one of those RP sessions and how it ended up affecting the world. So this story is going to follow a werebear orc named Grook. And our young strapping orc here had a problem because he lived all alone by himself because of relationship issues. And what kind of issues could he possibly have at this age? Well, he pissed off a white dragon. While I'm legally not allowed to go into what the white dragon was doing, all you need to know is our boy got in the way of one of his couriers and it ended up causing some issues. So what did the white dragon do? The white dragon did dragon things, came and asserted his dominance all over his tribe. So now our young group felt really, really bad about what happened, so he self-exiled himself far, far away. Well, this is the northern region where the werebear northern tribes usually hang out, outside of the tiger domain. But this man self-exiled himself all the way up here. He walked almost an entire America left to right length to get away from his problems. And as he had made himself a little bit of home, living by himself, living off nature, one day he heard a loud bang, and then all of a sudden some very, very Brooklyn yelling like, "What the fuck did you do?" And as he went to investigate, he went over a small hill to identify a man knocking the hell out of somebody else. And it turned out to be an elven woman. An orc man was beating an elven woman who turned out to be his sister because she had gotten drunk while he was asleep and driven their only boat into land. Somebody has an alcohol problem. But instead of getting in the way of this and saving the young maiden jumps back on him, and they go into probably one of the most brutal sibling back and forths that young Grook had probably seen in quite a while. And even when he tried to intervene and help one of them, the other would jump in and verbally assault him, never actually using his name once, always just insulting him like a good Brooklyn does. But upon the siblings seeing this stranger walk out of the middle of the woods, the brother ordered his sister, his drunk sister, to go get a weapon so they can defend themselves against the cannibals that definitely exist in this region. But in her drunken stupor, when she returned, she ended up stabbing her brother and cutting her own hand on her blade instead of actively defending themselves. So young Grook, being the kind-hearted individual, he mends up their wounds and goes to help push their boat back into the water. And they find out that the boat's really stuck. She literally just drove that thing right onto land like it belonged there. So after a bunch of awful rolls, I mean ones, lots and lots of